Hello and welcome back to the channel again. Yeah, brilliant. Folly, best pub on the cut. Morning, welcome back to the channel. I've come out today to Napton locks where they've got a stoppage on. This is the third stoppage in my area this winter. We've already looked at Buckley locks, and we looked at Watford locks, and I'll put a little link above now to those videos if you haven't seen them, and there'll also be a link at the end of the video. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep boring you with drained out canals. This will be the third and final one. I'm not going to look any more after this that I know of, unless anything drastic happens. And I thought we'd have a look. Lock 13 they're working on. It's new gates, both ends, new paddle gear to go on the gates. There's a lot of brickwork going on, and I thought we'd go and have a look. Probably a bit of drone work's going to be involved. It's harder to voice over drone work. I have to do that when I get home, but I'll do my best with it. While I was walking up here today, I've noticed a couple of other things. There's an old vintage lorry in the field over here at the back of a farm, and the electric pylons in the field, they've fallen over, they're laying on their sides. So I thought, oh, we'll have a look at them. We can put the drone up, have a look at them. So yeah, let's go and have a look, see what we can see. What a beautiful old recovery truck. I saw this digger too. If you know what they are, let us know in the comments. A quick whiz along there by the drone, and we'll go and have a look at lock 13. Here we are, approaching uphill side of it, facing downstream towards Napton. And as you can see, there's loads of fencing up, and there's a gantry, and there's lots of tools and equipment. As usual with all these stoppages, you can see the work barges below the locks there. And let's just have a fly over there. What have we got? A new gate here on the right hand side leaning against the wall. There's pumps in there. The old lock beam on the left, the new lock beam on the right. Let's go and have a look, see what's happening at the other end of the lock. You can just see me stood on the left hand side there, keeping an eye on the drone. It's quite hard flying between all these scaffold poles and gantries and things, but yeah, if I kept close, kept an eye on it, we managed to get some decent shots. So yeah, have a look. Bottom side of the lock now. You can see the stop planks they've got in there and the sill at the bottom, and two new gates for the lower side of the lock leaning up against the wall there, ready to be fitted. And if we just spin the drone round and have a look back up the lock, as if we were going to go up in the lock, we're facing up the flight now. You can see that they've got scaffold in here and ready to do some work on the walls, I guess. Plenty going on. And there's the two new gates we saw earlier, and the two new lock beams sitting on the lock side there, ready to be put on. The gantry's over the top, but I guess that lifts the locks in, so they sit on the pintle at the bottom. But yeah, they've got some brickwork to repair first. Let's have a look at that. You've got a few different trades on this job, along with the canal engineers. You've got woodwork, chippy team, bricklayers. Yeah, they all get involved. You can see the work barges and equipment sitting below the lock there. I'll just whiz back over the lock, heading upstream, and you can have a look from the other side then, facing back down. But yeah, there's a hell of a lot of equipment involved. I think half the time in these stoppages is probably involves bringing the equipment to the job and getting it set up. Doing the job is probably the easy part in some respects. Here we are looking downhill now. Stop planks at the top lock, look, and then you can see that new gate leant against the side there. Well, we've had a good look with the drone then. Nice to have a look around. Got the old paddle gear there, look. Let's come off the old gates. And we've got the new paddle gear here. So yeah, full out on this lock, yeah, brilliant. I don't know how I managed to do it, but apart from the Buckley stoppage, the other two stoppages I visited always seem to come along at tea break. Don't know if that's just my lucky time or what, I don't know. But it does mean that I get to get in there with the drone, which means we do get to get a better look with all this fencing around and that. It does make it hard work. But yeah, new gate top, new lock beam, 2 new gates bottom, new paddle gear, new lock beams, lots of brickwork being repaired, and you can see there's some cement here, some buckets of stuff, and new blue bricks for that wall they're repairing, I guess. Gantry there for lifting the gates in and out. Yeah, I was just pleased to be able to get to have a good look, because you know it's like when you're at work, you always feel a bit like you're intruding if you're filming people at work. I wouldn't like it if someone came along and I was working and was filming me, and I don't blame them, rightly so either. But I did speak to them, they were off for tea, went off for their tea break. I said, as they're off, I just do a bit of filming. They said, yeah, as long as I didn't enter the fence for health and safety implications, then it was fine. So yeah, have a good look round. Got some work barges here at the bottom. See, that's a pump running there. They've got their welfare units back over there, just by the bridge there. It's obviously the nearest place you could drive to down here. Yeah, you can see it's all going on there. Yeah, happy days. Right, let's nip off and have a look at these fallen pylons on the way back, shall we, and see what they're all about. I thought while the drone was up we'd come and have a look at these. It's not something you see every day. They're laying down either side of the canal, and when we go to the other side of the canal, you'll see the other one's a lot more deteriorated. I don't know whether it was damaged when it came down, or whether it's just years of corrosion. If you know anything about these, let me know. Put a comment down. It'd be interesting to find out. Interesting little building here by lock 10, just as I'm walking back down now to get to the car. It's fenced off, unfortunately, so you can't go in there and have a sit down anymore. Guess that's the old fireplace at the back there, yeah, been bricked up. This was probably the old Lenksman hut, I imagine. I don't know. If you know, put it in the comments. Obviously Lenksman used to have their own length of canal back in the day and look after it and keep the maintenance in and report any issues that needed doing on a bigger scale. And they needed somewhere to go and warm out, because you're in the middle of nowhere here, so I guess that's what it's what it used to be used for. I should know really, but hopefully one of you tell me. And then we got one of these next to it as well. I never know the proper name for these. They were built in the war, weren't they? Right, there's no work going on at this lock. I just thought I'd fly the drone over it and have a look for anybody who doesn't know or isn't familiar with how a canal lock should look and work. This lock's all together. It's half full of water at the moment, and once the flight's open, this lock's ready to go. Can't come to Napton without a visit to the Folly. Best pub on the cut. Yep, so that's it. Let's get back to doing what we do. Get the canals open, get these restrictions lifted, and we can get back out there, get trading again, and get back in places like this and drink beer again, and we can make some more films and share it all with you. But thanks for watching. Until the next one. Cheers for now.